Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. TFA away days begin. We are in Vancouver, guys, for the early look into FC 26, but we're bringing this video today about FC 25 because last week on this very day, we were surprised with a new type of evolution content that was not leaked, and that was part of the reason why it was so good. And the leaks are saying that it might be happening again. We're going to discuss that today for an Evo Monday where the content needs a bit of a juice. We've been talking about SBCs, the pack grind, everything's fun there, but evolutions need a bit of love as well, and maybe this could bring back some hype to that area. Also want to take a quick look at the market today because a lot of prices are moving mad. We're still looking for some PTG upgrades to happen today as well, as a new player pick should be coming out and new player SBC. We got to talk about it all, guys. If you're excited for the video, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Yes, we are in Vancouver right now. I mentioned it in some of the last videos and in the streams. EA seems to be very open this year, guys, with the communication about FC 26, the stuff they're doing to the game, being very responsive to the community feedback. So hopefully I'll get to share some stuff with you guys about FC 26 soon. Stay tuned for a stream happening later this week in a couple of days. That's going to be a very special one. Now, let's get into this FC 25 content that dropped yesterday on Sunday. I'm looking at a huge TV in front of me in this hotel room, so sorry if I'm looking up and away a lot. But in objectives, all we had yesterday was the FUTTIES Cup number 2 for a Cannavaro card that doesn't make me want to go and grind this cup. I'll be completely honest, because no anticipate playstyle, no anticipate plus, no jockey playstyle. Sure, Cannavaro has been overpowered in previous years, but if he's not an emotional player for you, this doesn't feel like it's worth a lot of effort. The evolution inside of here that gives Tiki Taka, pinged, and incisive would be good if it wasn't for a max 94 rated card. In my opinion, I think that's too low. Should have been max 96, as a lot of the other Evos are right now. And also, Sergi Roberto is in here. That card does look pretty decent as well. All you have to do is keep 3 clean sheets with 2 Spanish defenders. So you do got to play a few games with this. Hopefully, if Golden Goal is going on in this, I have not played it. Last week, Golden Goal was hit or miss in the FUTTIES Cup number 1. Hopefully, if that's happening, it should be easier to complete. Again, you need Italians, English players, and German players to get this done, with a certain number of them in your starting squad or on the bench to get that done. So I don't know if that gameplay is really worth it though, when again, what we're so excited about at the moment and what is really grinding the game is the grind, the pack grind inside of SBCs. And we got the second big meta player SBC that we were looking forward to for the last few days. Pedro Neto has been released. However, it's the price, guys, that is a bit of an issue. This card looks good. He's got the Trickster base, Whipped Pass base, Pinged Power Shot, Technical Quickstep Relentless, and then he's got Low Driven base. You wish maybe that you had Low Driven Plus instead of Trivella Plus. It's still a good card though, because you know how overpowered these are going to be. What are his positions? He has got striker, left wing, right mid, right wing. Okay, good. So he's got all the positions. He's 5'5", 5-star, I mean. But when you look into the actual SBC segments, you start with a 90 rated squad. That is very high rated. You got a lot of 92s, a lot of 93s, and even some 94s. Even with the pack grind that we have, just making sure this is checking and working really quick. It is. Even with the pack grind that we have, 1.4 million coins for Pedro Neto as an SBC seems like a lot for a card that you know is going to be good, but maybe isn't even worth the grind for still how much you have to put in there. So if you're a Chelsea fan or if you're Portuguese, then absolutely go ahead and do it. You know he's going to be good. Or if you just want something to craft, go ahead and do it. But there's other SBCs that are out from yesterday's content that I think deserve our fodder before that. We do have one more player SBC to discuss, and that is Alphonso Davies, always meta in game. He's missing a crucial playstyle as well. He's missing the anticipate, but other than that, he has very good stats. You know he's always good in game. He's got the rapid plus. Personally, I would have rather had the quick step plus. Of course, you know rapid plus on defenders doesn't work the greatest, especially it's better on attackers because rapid plus only initiates in games when you have the ball. Quick step will initiate otherwise when you're sprinting, but especially if you're going to use him at left mid, this could end up being a good card. But the thing that we like about this Davies is he is always good in game, as you know, and he is cheap. Only 7 squads to get done. They're all pretty low rated as well. 89 rated is the highest squad. he's only 250,000 coins to complete. So that one for me is much more of a must-do than the Pedro Neto, in my opinion, just because of how much you have to turn in for what card you get back. 99 pace Alphonso Davies, he's going to feel like he has anticipated game probably because he always seems to make those crazy tackles even without the playstyle. That's just one of those things where a player like him in game just kind of feels different than some of the others, kind of like Yap Stam does as a defender as well. Now, the SBC that is making waves after yesterday's content is the Icon player pick, because EA finally listened. No more 10 squad SBCs, no more of all that work. 3 times repeatable every 3 days. The 5 squad only, 94 plus. So they upgraded the rating here. You do have Foot Birthdays, Immortals, Shapeshifters, and Footies inside of it. So it's nice to have the Footies in this, of course. And the Shapeshifters, of course, as well. It's just great to have this be super cheap. You need, unfortunately, still 688s and 887s, but you save a couple of exchanges from the grind you're doing. Basically, open your 85 times 10s or your 84 times 10s first. Instead of putting those into the exchanges, just put them into this, get those parts done, and then the rest of the 3 squads in here with the 87, 88, 89 are super easy to complete. This SBC is, actually does not have a price according to Footbin right now, but I had to imagine that it's no more than 250-ish thousand coins, kind of like the Alphonso Davies, maybe just a little bit less than that, but that's awesome, and that's easy, and I'm absolutely down for this. I'm going to be doing these 3 here very soon and opening them myself, because that's just brought some fun back to Icon player picks, where that has been something that we have lacked a lot of fun in this year. We haven't done as many Icon player picks on the stream. I can't remember thinking about being hyped for an Icon player pick very many times this year, and finally we have one there that is actually doable. That's really the way to view it, right? Actually doable. Now, with that being out, of course, the 87s and 88s, we'll take a look at Footbin for this. They have gone up a lot on the market, especially those 87s and 88s, because they are specifically required. If you haven't been watching the market too much this year, or you're just tuning in back in for footies, that's what makes fodder move the most, is any sort of specific rating requirement. 87s and 88s exploded yesterday. They were 5,000 coins. Now they're up to 8,000 coins. Again, these are still down from where they were. They were 12K on Friday, but that's still a part of the fodder market that is moving. Also, team of the weeks, team of the seasons. Somebody commented on yesterday's video, why are people so dumb to buy team of the week cards? Great question. But I'll still sell them to you for 19,000 coins. Whoever's out there buying Team of the Week cards who doesn't want to go put their 84s in the club, 83s and 82s into a Team of the Week upgrade pack that is unlimited repeatable, where you never need to actually buy a Team of the Week, they are still selling for 19,000 coins. And I believe Team of the Seasons are still selling for about 18,000 coins as well. So, hey, we don't make the rules. We just trade with the cards that people want to buy with the natural supply and demand from the market. Those cards keep going up. We'll sell those later on this week, probably like Tuesday, Wednesday sort of situation for those. Now, speaking of the pack grind, I'm going to go open my 385 times 10s on the day, and the pack grind that we mentioned in yesterday's video. I'm so glad that we talked about that, because so many of you guys in the comments of yesterday's video were saying, Nate, I packed this card, because you mentioned that. So shout out to you guys for grinding that. I would love to know who your best pack pull. Lamine Yamal. Okay, I had not packed him yet. I would love to know what your best pack pull is so far of this team 2 of footies. I mean, for me personally, it has not been an insane weekend for the pulls, and I'm going to miss some of the grind this week and not open as many packs, at least for the next couple of days, because of being away here. But I'm going to at least open my 85 times 10s each day and get the other player picks done. 96 Barella. That's a juicer right there. I would love Eto, man. I have dupe theory for Eto because I have his 94 rated Future Stars icon in the club that I got from an icon pick when I actually did one a few weeks ago. But man, I would love to see that card. Obviously, it's not going to walk out, but it would be in behind. Javi, Ruben Diaz. Okay, so more exchange fodder there for me. Again, we're sending everything to the club and to the dupe storage because it's all 85 plus. But if you missed that pack grind from yesterday, make sure you go back and watch it, because that is literally revolutionizing the way you can take advantage of the menus right now on this game. All right, let's move forward though and talk about the main thing I want to discuss for today's content on Monday, because it hopefully brings some hype back to evolutions, right? Last week, just to kind of go back in time, last week on Monday, we had 3 evolutions released. They were all 3 the exact same Evo, the Choose Your Own Adventure 1, 2, and 3. And there were no leaks, by the way. It was awesome to have something that was a surprise. And there's technically not really leaks for the ones that are coming out today, except for there's this 3-part series of Evos coming again. And that's what part of the surprise was with these Choose Your Own Adventure Evos that we liked. Again, the 3 versions were a 100K version that required 1 game to play, a 50K version that required 10 games to play, and a free version that was 20 games to play in any game mode. So it was really easy to boost through these, really easy to get it done, and the upgrades were good. Of course, this is the evolution chain that really gave people a lot of hype for, like the Neymar. Like I'm doing this Neymar right now. He's gonna go into my last version of this, the free one, which you still have a week to put your card in, by the way. So like the Neymar that everybody was trying to pack last week, that we were able to pack, that was a fun grind. Everybody was trying to Evo him, or maybe a Ronaldo. So many other cards that people were trying to boost were hype because of this Evo and the fact that we could do it 3 times. That was the kicker, right? 3 times for the same evolution as a good evolution. And the fact that it was not leaked as well, I think that was part of why it was super duper fun. So there is leaks this time around about that same sort of concept coming again. And that's what I'm going to focus on, because if this happened last Monday, then why wouldn't it happen today, this Monday as well? As Foot Police leaked a couple days ago, he said that there are 3 different 95 rated evolutions that are incoming. And I believe that includes this upcoming Friday as well for Team 3 of Footies. As he says, 3 times 95 evolutions, Friday included. He says one of them will have multiple ways to complete, like the one we had this week. So again, that makes me think straight away of what we just had with the Choose Your Own Adventure evolutions. So W, I like that. Now, I have a couple more thoughts on this. We've had a lot of Defender Evos recently. Think about all of the Evos that have given us Anticipate and Block and Intercept Plus in the last weekend, basically. We've also had some decent Attacker Evos. Of course, you think back to last week with the Choose Your Own Adventure. That's the main one. Maybe it's time for a midfielder Evo, like a Choose Your Own Adventure for the midfield type of situation. That would be my guess for this evolution subset today. And I hope if it drops today in the same way, I hope it's 100K, 50K, and free as well. Like literally just do the exact same thing, make it for a midfielder, give good passing, and other playstyle pluses, maybe like a technical, incisive, pinged, and like a quick step or something for a midfielder as a 4. That would be very, very good. And make sure the stat boosts are good too. That was the key about that evolution as well, right? As you were taking cards up to 97 dribble and 97 pace, and that was part of the fun in it. That needs to be a part of the evolution today as well. So there's not too much else to discuss when it comes to that, but that's the biggest piece of content I think we could be seeing today. So I wanted to talk about it in the video today. And Evos need a bit of juice, as we've been mentioning. Hopefully Evos are really going to take the forefront like next week in footies. Like obviously the SBC grind being really big for the first 2 weeks, the pack grind and everything, that's going to be here throughout the rest of footies, and it's going to be fun no matter what to just log on, rip packs unlimited anytime. But also logging on and doing Evos is still a very big part of the game that people are wanting to do, and these footies cards going to 97, 98, 99, like man, when are we going to get our first 99 Evo? It's probably not super soon yet, but you know, that sort of stuff, I think there's still potential for evolutions to boost themselves up to a more hype spot on this game. So the rest of content today on Monday, just to go over that too, we of course do have other SBC leaks that have not been realized yet. We have the 97 rated Declan Rice, which I think of the SBC leaks that we have still here, which we have 4. We've got Rice, Keane, Dumornay, and Aspas. I think Rice and Dumornay might be the most hype. Roy Keane, does not look that bad. I wish he had Anticipate instead of the Slide Tackle Plus, to be completely honest, on that card. But, you know, that could be a decent one. I think Declan Rice and Dumornay, though, look really, really, really good. So hopefully one of those 2 would be dropped today on Monday, at least in terms of a meta aspect. And hopefully those are priced like Alphonso Davies, not super expensive on the market for the grind, just easy to complete. At this stage of the game, we don't want something that requires a ton of squads unless it's like a 98 or a 99 rated card that's like actually crazy. That's something we would be willing to grind, but not wanting to grind for something it's not worth it in terms of the card that we get. Also today we should have a new SBC player pick, like the 86 plus 2 of 3 expires. So hopefully we go up to an 88 plus player pick today. That would be the most ideal situation. All right, we're gonna end this off with a couple more packs because I want to take these times each day in the video when I'm away to do at least a little bit of a pack grind and just kind of chop it up with the lads, because I'm not going to have as much time to open the packs during the day. Now, I will say this, as we're looking into a lot of FC26 stuff, and I'm going to be thinking a lot about that and seeing a lot about that, make sure you guys get in the comments of the video. Again, I'm going to tweet today too, like respond with some of your questions for EA, because I want to be able to give that opportunity to you guys for putting me in this situation, in this aspect of the community where we're able to go on trips like this and see events like this. And be able to, you know, give some good answers and get some good feedback, because you guys have great ideas. You guys bring up great points that I think EA sometimes don't realize from all around the rest of the community. And I think that's very important. So get in the comments, get active there. I'm trying to pack a footies while we're doing this. And it's not super working, but I am super excited to be here and have this opportunity. And yeah, the only thing is it does mean I'm going to miss out on some of the pack grind this week, which is a bit of a bummer. I'm going to skip FUT Champs because, I don't know, I've heard a lot of people talking about it as well. Who wants to play FUT Champs when the pack grind is so good? Is that? Oh, yeah, that wouldn't have been messy anyway. What am I thinking? When the menu grind and when the pack grind is what it is right now, like what's the draw 2 champs, basically, right? And I totally subscribe to that line of thought. Maybe even division rivals. There are some pretty unique picks in there, and there are coins. And also, it's like, if you don't use the players that you're grinding to complete their SBCs, like, what's the point? Like, gameplay is the end-all, be-all point for sure. But also, it's like, we've been playing the gameplay all year long, and at some point, you kind of have to say, well, I'm just going to chill for a bit and take some time off and just rip packs. So, I don't know, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling about Weekend League. Maybe even the Cup. I didn't do the Cup last week. Probably not doing the Cup this week. Just because the menu grind is the most fun thing. That looks like Crystal Dunn because of how short that player was. Did I call that? We did. That's 94 Crystal Dunn. We'll do one more 84 times 10 after this unless my dupe storage is full. 96 Mateo. The dupe storage is going to unfortunately be full though because we're only going to quick sell. Actually, I'll just quick sell 185 here. Yeah, quick sell Robbo. It's fine. We'll open one more pack, 84 times 10, and then we'll get this video up for you guys. And we will see you tomorrow, or on the Twitter sphere, or on the Instagram sphere. You know, we'll be active on those as well. Last one, Cam. Yep, skipping that one. All right, so no footies for me today. We did not see the pink animation for the walkouts. That's it. Well, I gotta go craft some more SBCs. I am invested. Ooh, this is the last thing. I did make some investments. I bought some Gwins for 300,000 coin flat. I have actually like 7 of these because they were really low after all the panic selling happened after Germany won. The card went up a bunch, then it came back down. So kind of like we were talking about with Cascarino. If any of you guys bought Cascarino yesterday for like 60, 70K, just sold her for 110. Insane flip there. Also, Gwyn bought for 300,000 coins and below. She is now right around, yeah, for 399, 400,000 coins, and expecting an upgrade. That's the last thing we need today. Playstyle Plus upgrades for the German women and for the Spanish women as well. Anyway, guys, that's the video for me today. If you did enjoy, drop it up, upon a comment if you had questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace.